Good day, everyone. I'm here to present my article titled How Effective Are Computer-Assisted Pronunciation and YouTube-Based Instructions in Improving Oral English Proficiency Among Secondary School Students? Introduction. English has become a global language which is widely recognized as a universal medium for communication across various sectors, including education, business, and international diplomacy. In many countries, including Nigeria, English is not only taught as a subject but also serves as the primary medium of instruction across various disciplines. As a result, mastering both written and spoken aspects of English has become crucial for academic success and effective participation in the global community. Among the different aspects of language acquisition, oral proficiency is particularly important as it allows students to communicate clearly, confidently, and effectively in both academic and social contexts. Mastering spoken English is thus a vital skill that enables individuals and students to articulate their ideas effectively and to also participate in discussions and express themselves in a variety of settings. In the Nigerian education system, oral proficiency is emphasized as a key component of the English language curriculum. It also aims to equip students with the skills needed to speak English fluently and accurately, which are essential for their successes in both higher education and in the workforce. However, despite its importance, many students face significant challenges in acquiring oral English proficiency due to, number one, primary reason for these challenges include linguistic and cultural diversity in Nigeria. With over 500 indigenous languages across the country, students often struggle with pronunciation due to interference of languages in local accents. This phenomenon leads to mispronunciation and effective communication and reduces students' confidence in using English. Studies have shown that learning a foreign language, especially oral English, presents substantial challenges for learners in Nigeria, where the influence of various local languages and accents can make the acquisition of correct pronunciation difficult. Effective pronunciation teaching requires learners to engage with accurate models of the language sounds and rhythm. However, traditional teaching methods in Nigeria often fail to provide the necessary tools for overcoming pronunciation difficulties. Teachers frequently lack access to the appropriate technology and often do not use proper intonation, further exacerbating the challenges faced by students in mastering oral English. Moreover, research by Yicho 2016 highlighted that learners of English as a second language often struggle with pronunciation either due to the interference of their local language or lack of exposure to native English speakers. Despite the promising results from studies on CAPI, which is computer-assisted pronunciation instruction, and YouTube in other contexts, the application in Nigerian secondary schools remain underexplored. Most studies on the effectiveness of CAPI and YouTube have been conducted in developed countries or higher education settings where technological infrastructure is more readily available. In Nigeria, however, many schools still lack the necessary resources, which presents a unique challenge in integrating these tools effectively. Olajide 2017 pointed out that many Nigerian students are exposed to limited opportunities for practicing oral English with native speakers, making it harder for them to develop the correct pronunciation. This research gap highlights the need for studies that explore the effectiveness of computer-assisted pronunciation and YouTube in enhancing oral proficiency in Nigerian secondary schools, particularly in resource-constrained settings. The purpose of this study was to examine the effects of computer-assisted pronunciation and YouTube-based instruction in improving oral English proficiency among senior secondary school students in Nigeria. It was also to examine how gender and language spoken at home moderated the effectiveness of these technological interventions. Specifically, the study sought to 1. Determine the main effect of computer-assisted pronunciation and YouTube treatment on students' oral English proficiency. 2. Sought to assess the main effect of gender on student oral proficiency. 3. Sought to examine the main effect of language spoken at home on student oral proficiency. And last, which is number 4, sought to investigate the interaction effects of treatment and gender on students' language spoken at home. Methodology and results. The study investigated the effectiveness of computer-assisted pronunciation instruction, which is CAPI, and YouTube-based instruction in enhancing oral English proficiency among Nigerian senior secondary school students. A quasi-experimental design was employed involving 3 groups, which are CAPI group, YouTube group, and a control group. The study utilized an oral English language proficiency test, which was administered both before and after the treatment to assess student pronunciation improvement. Data were analyzed using analysis of covariance ANCOVA to determine the main and interaction effect of the treatment, gender and language spoken at home. The result revealed a significant effect of the treatment on students' oral proficiency, where our F is equal to 14.530 and our P is less than 0.05, with both CAPI, computer-assisted pronunciation, and YouTube-based instruction outperforming the control group. However, gender and language spoken at home did not significantly influence the outcome, where our P is greater than 0.05. There were also no significant interaction effect between treatment and these demographic factors, suggesting that the treatment were equally effective for both male and female students, and regardless of the language they spoke at home. These findings highlighted the effectiveness of CAPI, computer-assisted pronunciation, and YouTube as technology-based tools for improving oral English proficiency, with implications for language instruction in diverse educational contexts. These studies also contributed to the growing body of research on technology-enhanced language learning, providing evidence of the efficacy of computer-assisted pronunciation instruction and YouTube-based instruction in secondary school settings, particularly in resource-constrained environments. Conclusion and recommendations. The findings suggested that integrating digital tools into language education can offer a scalable and accessible solution to improving students' oral proficiency, regardless of their social demographic backgrounds. Thank you for listening.